Hello, I'm not Chuck. Please excuse me from looking at my notes, but I seldom put out a video with as little preparation as I've made for this one. Honestly, what I have to tell you is so important, I just couldn't delay. I'll tell you the background a little later, but first, in case you don't listen for anything else, I want you to hear my main message, and here it is. Do not, under any circumstances, run a portable generator inside your RV. Now, let me say it again in different words. No matter what anyone tells you, no matter how it's equipped, never run a portable generator inside your RV. It doesn't matter whether your RV is a pop-up or a Class A or anything in between. Don't do it. It could kill you by poisoning you and your family with carbon monoxide gas, or it could burn you and them to death inside your rig. Do not run a generator or any other gasoline, propane, or natural gas engine inside your RV. Now, that's my message. Here's the background and the reason that I feel it's so urgent that I get this video out today. Earlier today, a well-known RVer and YouTuber who has given out a lot of really good information over the years and has over 250,000 subscribers, put out a video entitled, "Don't Let Your Generator Kill You." Now, that's good advice. Unfortunately, that's the best part of his video, because he went on to interview another RVer who had taken a generator like this one. His happened to be a Honda EU1000, and put a gas exhaust pipe that ran out of the generator down through the floor of his trailer and supposedly exhausted the gases outside the trailer. Now, don't do that, because a makeshift exhaust pipe with a flexible pipe like this fella had is dangerous. It's dangerous for a lot of reasons, and it's a completely wrong thing to do. Don't you do it, please. I don't have any desire to embarrass anybody over this, not the guy who had the generator or the famous YouTuber who put out the video, so I'm not going to name them, but I have to show you a screenshot of the generator and where it was located. As you can see, the generator is on the floor of the trailer, and I'm sure you see that propane tank right above the generator. Now, the owner said he didn't use the generator very much because he had solar power, and that gave him almost all of the power he needed, and I'm thankful for that. It may have saved his life. He said he refills the generator with gasoline while it's in the trailer. Another terrible mistake, and here's why. Not only is there a danger of spilling the gasoline, but just the fumes that are exhausted from the tank when it's open are enough to be ignited by some small spark, cause an explosion, cause a fire, and burn the trailer to ashes. In fact, a couple of years ago, just 2 blocks over that way, a neighbor of mine, this is a true story, was refilling the gas tank on his pressure washer under his carport. Now, as he was refilling it, there was an explosion. The gas tank in his hand caught fire. The gas tank on the pressure washer caught fire, and it was a plastic tank, and it melted. Flaming gas went all over the floor of his carport, caught the carport on fire, which caused the house to burn. He lost everything. Contents, house, carport, the whole thing. All over refilling a gasoline tank on a pressure washer in the carport. Now, can you imagine doing the same thing inside your RV? Don't do it. Another more insidious danger is the danger of carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide is, you've heard this, it's an odorless, colorless gas. You can't see it, you can't smell it, and that's what makes it so dangerous. When it first gets in your lungs and gets in your bloodstream, it first causes mental confusion. Then you get a little drowsy, you get a little more careless, next you go unconscious, and the next thing, unless somebody helpful drags you out of it, you're dead. You've all heard the stories about people who committed suicide by running the exhaust from their car back inside the car. It's a danger. Do not run a gasoline engine inside your RV. Now, let me give you the reason why this seems so important to me. It is important to me. For several years, I was the product manager of a company that made portable generators and pressure washers and some other things. And we sold a lot of generators for a lot of different purposes, construction and so on and so forth. But one of the main markets in which we sold generators was to those places that have been affected by bad weather, hurricanes, ice storms, occasionally tornadoes and fires. So we sold generators to people who weren't accustomed to using generators, and I made a lot of trips to those disaster areas in order to try to help educate people on how to use a generator and, more importantly, how to use it safely. Now, we warned everyone who would listen about the dangers of fire and carbon monoxide poisoning. It's in the manual. It's in the Honda manual. In fact, I'll put up a screenshot. You can look at any generator manual and you'll see all kinds of warnings against filling them inside with gasoline, running them inside. In fact, we even warned people not to run their portable generator outside an open window where the fumes might be pulled back into the house and poison them while they sleep. It is that dangerous. Despite all that, you know what? In practically every natural disaster, there's people who don't heed the warnings and occasionally people die. So let me say it one more time. Do not run a portable generator inside your home, whether it's sticks and bricks or whether it's a tent or whether it's on wheels. Losing your life to carbon monoxide poisoning is a real possibility. Please don't take the chance. Now, with my little channel, I'm not going to reach very many people, but I'm going to ask every one of you who see this to please warn everyone you see who is an RVer or who has a generator or who might be tempted to run a generator inside their home. Please help me. Thanks. I'm not Chuck.